Hello. So good evening, everyone. Uh, Today we'll start with the new point, that is electric field due to charged circular ring. Okay, we have seen electric field or electric field intensity due to infinite line charge, due to infinite sheet charge, and now we are seeing due to a charged circular ring. Okay, so concentrate here. Here we are considering a circular ring. Okay, circular ring which is placed in Cartesian coordinate system first. Okay, then we'll consider point P and this circular ring coordinates in the cylindrical system. Okay, uh, because this is a circular ring, that's why we are considering the cylindrical system here. Okay, so here, first, we will see that this ring is placed in again x and y plane, and we are considering its length. Uh, its total length is L. Okay, when we are considering the small section of this circular ring, whose length is dl, right? The small section length is dl, and also the charge placed on this dl is equal to dq. Okay, that charge is equal to dq. Now the coordinates of this dl are, as we are considering the cylindrical coordinate system, coordinates are r, phi and z, right? So the first coordinate is radius. This r, radius of the cylinder, is present here. R is present. Phi, which is the angle between this x-axis and this r, radius, that is also present. Okay, phi is present, and z component is equal to 0 because this circular ring is placed in x and y plane only. Okay, that's why its z component is 0. Okay, again we are finding the electric field intensity at point P. Now at point P, the the r coordinate is 0 because this is the center. This z line is the center of your cylinder. Okay, and at center, radius is equal to 0. Therefore, the first coordinate is 0. Second coordinate is phi, which is present because this angle phi is along z-axis. Means from 0 to infinity, this angle will be present. Okay. Then z is the distance from origin to point P, that is also present here. Okay. So these are the coordinates of point P, and here rho L is the line charge density of the circular ring. Okay, because its total length is L here. Okay, L. Now we are finding this electric field intensity at point P. Therefore, just connect this point P to the DL point. Okay, to DL here. So the equation for E bar. What is the equation for E bar? E bar is equal to equation for E bar, electric field intensity, general equation. Pratiksha. Kiran.
bar.
Yes. E bar is equal to Q upon
4 pi epsilon naught r square into a bar r.
R square into A bar R. Correct. So we have to use this equation. Now it is Q. Q means instead of Q, as we are considering the differential length, we will consider the differential charge, that is dq, right? So for dq, here we have to write the equation. Now we know this dq is equal to rho L into dl, but here what will be the dl? Can anyone tell me? Dl, is this a simple length of Cartesian coordinate system like dx, dy and dz? Yes or no? What can be dl here? Because this is circular ring, it is not a simple a straight distance, right? Na? समजते मला काय म्हणायचंय ते? So what can be that DL? Yes, anyone? DL, differential length. Okay, I'll tell you. Uh, I think you observe one difference. When we are considering the differential length, when we are considering the Cartesian coordinate system, we are considering as dx, dy, and dz because these all are the straight lines. Okay, means we want exact distance, but here this dl is making one arc, right? It is not a straight distance, so I cannot take this directly as dl because this is a arc, okay, and this is angle phi. So if I consider this as a dl, means I have to consider here the differential angle d phi, right? And radius is equal to r, and this is nothing but arc. Okay, so this arc is given as arc is equal to radius into angle, right? So this dl is equal to r into d phi here. Okay, so equation for dq will become this dq is equal to rho l dl. Okay, and here you can see this dl is equal to r into d phi. Okay, because here we are considering a cylindrical coordinate system. Now we have to put all these values. Okay, so also we have to find first this r bar vector. First to find the r bar. Now we are going from this point dl to point p. Okay, going from point dl to point p means end point is p, start point is dl. So to find vector r bar, that is end point minus start point. Okay, so x coordinate first is 0 minus r into unit vector a bar r. म्हणजे काय असेल minus r a bar r. Then second coordinate phi minus phi into unit vector a bar phi. Okay, that is equal to 0. And third coordinate is z minus 0 into unit vector a bar z. Okay, so here we get minus r a bar r plus z a bar z. Okay, so just to find its mod, that is magnitude, so we'll get here mod of r bar which is equal to r, and it is equal to square root of r square plus z square. Okay, then find unit vector, that is r bar divided by mod of r bar. Okay, so it is that vector r bar divided by its magnitude. Put here only. Now put all these values in equation of E bar as we are finding for differential electric field intensity dE bar, which is equal to rho L dl. Okay, we'll put here again value. This dl divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 square root of r square plus z square, and is square because this is your r, and here this is showing your unit vector a bar r. Okay, now just solve this equation. So d bar is equal to rho L into your dl. Just एकच minute. Okay, so here uh, d bar is equal to rho L into r d phi because this dl is equal to r into d phi. Okay, this is our arc, and arc is equal to radius into angle. Okay, divided by, again this equation is solved. So raised to 1 here, it will come here 1 by 2. So their addition is 3 by 2, and the remaining unit vectors are minus r a bar r and plus z a bar z. Okay, so here again your uh, r component is going to cancel here. Okay, R component is going to cancel. As I told you, the same thing is there. Okay, there was a sheet, right? There was sheet. That's why we have taken on that sheet only. But here it is a circular ring. Okay, therefore, whatever be the components produced are shown like this. But all these radial components uh, get cancelled with each other. Okay, because again we are considering their radius, that is r component. Okay, so that r will get cancelled there. Again, in positive, in one direction if we consider plus a bar r, in opposite direction it is minus a bar r. Okay, जिथे दोन component काय होतात cancel होतात. Okay, and whatever be the electric field intensity produced by them, these components also get cancelled there. Okay, so d bar is equal to rho L r d phi divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 r square plus z square raised to 3 by 2, and the remaining is only z component, that is z into a bar z. Okay, now here variable is only one, that is d phi. Okay, only one variable is there, that is d phi. The phi is there, therefore we can take the integration for finding e bar. E bar is equal to integration from, now phi is varying from 0 to 2 pi. Okay, so integration from 0 to 2 pi rho L r d phi divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 r square plus z square raised to 3 by 2. Okay, same equation. Okay, so here it is equal to rho L into r. We are taking these all terms outside and we are just taking this variable here, that is phi. Okay, so all terms will remain as it is, and this d phi, integration of this d phi is phi, and which is changing from 0 to 2 pi. Okay, so it is equal to rho L r divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 r square plus z square raised to 3 by 2 z a bar z as it is, and this is 2 pi minus 0. So 2 pi will get cancelled with 4 pi, means remaining term will be only 2, right? So E bar is equal to rho L into R Z A bar Z divided by, here only 2 epsilon 0. Pi pi get cancelled and 2 4 2. Okay, then R square plus Z square raised to 3 by 2. Okay, and it is measured in volts per meter. Okay, समझ का? Yes or no? This derivation, it's not lengthy as much like previous two. हे derivation समजलंय का? Yes or no? And today only I will upload the notes, so don't worry about this. Yes, समजलंय का derivation? Preeti, and I hope everyone is in lecture, right ना? समजलंय का नाही समजलं? नसेल तर सांगा, मी परत एकदा एक्सप्लेन करते. वर्षा, वृषाली, प्रशांत, स्वप्नाली,
Yes, madam.
तर समजलंय ना?
हाँ, madam.
Okay. Okay, so we'll see some examples on this. Means Prashant is asking for what we do this. What? What? Prashant, I don't understand your question. Can you repeat? Yes, can you repeat? Prashant? Okay, I think he's not there. Okay, we will see some examples here. Uh, where okay, so just let us see the example. So what is given here? A uniform line charge royal. Okay, here it is royal. Royal. Okay, not there royal. A uniform line charge of 25 min of 25 nanocoulomb per meter lies on x is equal to -3, z is equal to 4 in the line free space on the free space only. Remove this on the free space. Sorry, in the free space. Find E bar. Find E bar in Cartesian coordinate. Find E bar in the Cartesian coordinates at the origin. At the origin. Okay, noted. So we'll see the solution here. Okay, what is given here? A uniform line charge. Okay, line charge royal is equal to 25 nanocoulomb per meter. Okay, this is line charge density. Line charge density. This royal is expressed in coulomb per meter. Okay, because this is a line. Is measured in charge is measured in coulomb, then length in meter. If it is surface charge density rho s, then it is equal to coulomb per meter square. Remember coulomb per meter square because surface is measured in meter square. So this is nothing but Q divided by L. This is nothing but Q divided by S. Yes. Okay. And third is the volume charge density. Rho V, it is measured in coulomb per meter cube. Meter cube because it is nothing but charge Q divided by volume. And volume is measured in meter cube. Okay. That's why these units are there. Okay. So remember these units. So here they are giving that only uniform charge. But actually the unit is nanocoulomb per meter means they are giving the charge density there. Okay, so and it is already given. Okay, so charge density rho L is equal to 25 nanocoulomb per meter lies on line x is equal to -3 and z is equal to 4 in the free space. Okay, so means what? One line is given. Here we'll consider x, y, and z axis. X, y, and z axis. Then x is equal to 3. Okay. So sorry, x is equal to -3. So here it is plus x axis. Here it will be minus x axis. Means at -3 somewhere here point is located, and z is equal to 4. Okay. This is your origin and z is equal to 4. Okay. So here x is equal to -3 and z is equal to +4. So just to connect these 2 points, then एक minute. So here you can see, just connect these 2 points. Just connect these 2 points, then you will get hello. Uh, so here just connect these 2 points, and you will get here 1 point which will have the x and z coordinates. Okay, so here it is having suppose this is point P, and can anyone tell me the coordinates? X coordinate is -3 here, y coordinate is not given, so y will be as it is, means y coordinate is 0 suppose. Okay, and z coordinate is 4. Okay, so here we have to draw one line which is parallel to this y axis, because y coordinate is not given. Okay, y coordinate is not given, so one line, this is the line, and it is parallel to the y axis, to the y axis, and on this line point P is there. Okay, point P is there. Now what we have to do? We have to find the E bar in the Cartesian coordinates at origin. Okay, at origin, for origin the coordinates are 0, 0, 0. Right? For origin the coordinates are 0, 0, and 0. Okay, and we have to find the electric field intensity at origin. So just connect this point P to the origin. Now just tell me, what will be the direction of vector towards origin? Yeah, towards point P.
Towards
To,
point P.
why? Why? What is given? Find E bar in the Cartesian coordinates at the origin. Here we have to find the electric field intensity. कुठे find करायची? कुठे फाइंड करायची इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इंटेन्सिटी?
origin.
Origin means direction should be towards the origin. ओके, ज्या पॉइंटला फाइंड करायचे तिकडे तुमचा एरो पाहिजे. ओके, सो वी आर फाइंडिंग ई बार अँड origin here. Okay, and this is infinite line. Okay, it is from minus infinity to plus infinity, and it is parallel to y-axis. Okay, because y coordinates are not given here. Y is constant here. Y is constant. Y coordinates are not given. Okay, so here we have to simply neglect this. Means we have to consider the y coordinate as 0 here only. Okay, so now we have to find the e bar. Okay, so how to find e bar? E bar is equal to, now which formula we have to use here? Which formula we have to use here? Yes. For infinite surface charge, for infinite line charge, या for circular ring, कोणता फॉर्म्युला यूज करायचा?
Line charge infinite.
Correct. Infinite line charge. So what is that formula? E bar is equal to rho L divided by काय formula? Yes, rho L divided by 2 pi epsilon 0 r. Okay, rho L divided by 2 pi epsilon 0 r into unit vector a bar r. Okay, into unit vector a bar r. Now rho L is already given, 2 pi epsilon 0 constant. R, we have to find first r and then a bar r. Okay, so first to find this vector r bar. Now end point is origin, start point is P, right? So here, why we are considering constant, that is 0. That is 0 because the coordinate is not given here. Okay, and it is parallel every time. Remember this. Okay, so when we are solving such examples, we have to consider wherever that line is parallel, we have to consider that component as 0 only. Okay, so here end point is origin. So this r bar is equal to 0, x coordinate is 0 minus 3, means it is 0 plus 3 into unit vector a bar x, plus y coordinate is again 0 minus 0 into unit vector a bar y. Okay, and plus z coordinate is 0 minus 4 into unit vector a bar z. Okay, so this r bar is equal to 3 a bar x and minus 4 a bar z. Okay, now you can find the mod of r bar, which is equal to square root of 3 square plus minus 4 square. Okay, 3 square plus minus 4 square. Okay, 3 square 9, 4 square 16, 9 plus 16 25. Okay, so this mod of r bar is equal to 5, which is equal to your radius r. Okay, now we have to find here the unit vector a bar r. So this a bar r is equal to r bar divided by mod of r bar. Just to put all these values and find first a bar r, then put rho L is equal to 25 nanocoulomb, 2 pi epsilon 0 is equal to 8.854 into 10 raised to minus 12. Put all the values and find the answer. And immediately tell me answer. Everyone solve the Hello. Over. Okay, so just to put all the values, this r bar is plus 3 a bar x minus 4 a bar z and divided by mod of r bar is 5. Okay, so put all these values in equation of this e bar. So this e bar is equal to rho L, and rho L is equal to 25 nanocoulomb per meter. Okay, it means 25 into 10 raised to किती येणार आहे? Nanocoulomb means
9.
into 10 raised to minus 9, correct. So into 10 raised to minus 9 divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 is 8.854 into 10 raised to minus 12.
मैम फॉर्मूला 2 पाई का 4 पाई
Sorry, 2 pi. I think in formula, yes, I have written 2 pi. So in general it is 4 pi, but for infinite line it is 2 pi. 2 pi into 4 pi 8.854 into 10 raised to minus 12 into r. Here only r, not r square. So 5 into unit vector a bar r. A bar r is plus 3 a bar x and minus 4 a bar z divided by 5. You just solve this and tell me the answer. Final answer, E bar is equal to. .92 A bar x and minus 43.14 minus 43 नाही आहे येत वर्षा minus 71 येते
71.89.
हा बरोबर जरा एकदा चेक करा काहीतरी चुकलं असेल कॅल्क्युलेशन so this E bar is equal to 3.92 3.92 A bar x and minus 71.89 A bar z. Okay, so this is your final answer. And always write the unit either joules per meter or Newton per coulomb. Okay, they are not giving special marks for a unit, but if you are not writing, they are cutting half mark. Okay, while checking the paper. So don't forget to write unit every time. Okay, over. Now we'll see one more example. Just note this example. Charge, just note that charge lies in y is equal to, charge lies in y is equal to -5 meter plane. -5 meter, oh, -5 meter plane. Okay. In the form of an infinite square sheet. In the form of an infinite square sheet with a uniform charge density, with a uniform charge density of rho s is equal to 20 nanocoulomb per meter square. Okay. Determine E bar at all the points. Okay. Determine E bar at all the points. Okay, we have to find here E bar. Okay, so which formula should be used here? Which formula should be used here for finding E bar? Yes. What is given? Line charge, sheet charge?
Sheet charge.
Sheet charge. Then what is formula for finding sheet charge for E bar?
Rho s upon 2 epsilon naught.
Correct. Rho s upon 2 epsilon naught into unit vector is A bar n there. That is the normal vector or perpendicular vector. Okay, means if one sheet is there, perpendicular vector was A bar z there, right? Perpendicular vector कोणता होता? XY प्लेन मध्ये शीट होती, त्यामुळे परपेंडिक्युलर वेक्टर A बार Z होता. म्हणजेच काय, जिथे शीट आहे त्याचा परपेंडिक्युलर म्हणजेच नॉर्मल वेक्टर तुम्हाला कन्सिडर करायचं. ओके, सो हियर rho s is given 2 epsilon 0 is constant. We have to find only this A bar n. Okay, then how to find this A bar n? So I'll tell you here. First check the given data. What is given? A charge lies in y is equal to -5 meter plane. Okay, y is equal to -5 meter plane means first check where actually that plane is located. Y is equal to -5, x, y and z. Y is equal to -5 meter means where? On positive y-axis or on negative y-axis?
Negative y-axis.
Negative y-axis, correct. So this is your negative y-axis, and here on that negative y-axis this plane is located at point y is equal to -5. Okay, so you can draw one sheet or one plane here like this. Okay, and here suppose point is there which is y is equal to -5 meter. Y is equal to -5 meter. Okay, so like this sheet is there, one sheet is there which is located at y is equal to -5 meter. Okay, now tell me which is the perpendicular vector now? which is the perpendicular vector for the sheet? Normal vector.
Z.
Yes. Which one?
Y.
Y. Pratiksha, is it right? Is Y correct vector perpendicular to the sheet? Renuka? Okay. Yes, you are right. Perpendicular vector to this plane is Y only. Okay. Because this plane is placed in X and Z. Okay. This is your XZ plane. Okay. And it is perpendicular to Y axis. Okay. Now we have to write that means which one we have to consider. Is it minus a bar y or plus a bar y? So for this we are considering two cases. Okay, we are considering two cases here. First is when actually y is equal to 5, but when this y is greater than minus 5, when this y is greater than minus 5, then what will be the unit vector a bar n? Is it plus a bar y or minus a bar y? Plus a bar y असेल का minus a bar y असेल? Yes,
Plus.
plus a bar y. Correct. Y is greater than minus 5. Greater than minus 5. minus 5 च्या कमी म्हणजे minus 6, minus 7. minus 5 पेक्षा जास्त म्हणजे minus 4, minus 3. Okay. Means we are going in positive y direction. Means this a bar n means the perpendicular unit vector is plus a bar y there. Okay. And when this y is less than minus 5, when this y is less than minus 5, then what is the normal unit vector?
Negative.
Negative, right? It is minus a bar y. Okay, up to this point, any doubt? Yes, any doubt?
No. No.
No doubt. Okay, so here we can write the equation for now E bar. So this E bar is equal to rho s divided by 2 epsilon 0. Just to put all values, this rho s is equal to rho s 20 nanocoulomb. Okay, so it is 20 into 10 raised to minus 9 divided by 2 epsilon 0, 2 into 8.854 into 10 raised to minus 12. Okay, into the unit vector. So when we are considering this y is greater than, that time we can consider here plus a bar y. Okay, plus a bar y. So just to find the answer, E bar is equal to Okay, Rushikesh. Priyanka, Kajal, are you solving? Okay, just tell me the answer now. Okay, 1129.43, correct. So it's 1129.43 into unit vector a bar y. Okay, so it is in volts per meter or Newton per coulomb. Okay, volts per meter or Newton per coulomb unit. Now this is when we are considering this y is greater than -5. But when this y is less than -5, then multiplying unit vector is a bar y. So this e bar is equal to minus. ओके, ज्यावेळी मायनस ए बार वाय ने तुम्ही मल्टिप्लाय कराल त्यावेळी काय आन्सर असणार आहे मायनस 1129.43 into unit vector a bar y. Okay, so we have to consider both the cases here because they are asking in all directions. Okay, so everyone understood these both examples?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so here I'm very happy to declare that our first chapter is now over. Okay, so I hope everybody got all the points. So if you have any type of doubt, you can ask me anytime. Okay, no problem. So in notes, if you have referred the previous section, means whatever notes I uploaded, so in that every detail are given. Okay, so if you don't understand in the lecture, you can refer the uploaded lectures also, you can refer the notes also. And now I'm going to give you one tutorial. You have to solve that and again upload in the Google form. Okay, and at that time only you do all the things, because when submission will come, all subject teachers will give you either assignment or tutorial, some experiment writing will be there. So instead of that, you just follow the steps so that it will not be the load for you at the end of semester. Okay, so up to tomorrow I'll give you the tutorial questions. Okay, you just start writing. And if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, so from tomorrow we'll start with our second chapter. That is also lengthy, but we'll take extra lectures because no option. Okay, so if anyone want to ask anything, can ask me. Any doubts? And very few students are present for lecture. Improve your attendance, because once you understand whatever will be understand in live lectures, you cannot understand by your own. You can ask me any type of doubt in the lecture only. Okay, and everyone solve the homeworks also, whatever I have given. Don't miss the homeworks, that is your practice. And also I uploaded the tutorial and MCQ booklet on Drive. Okay, I hope you have referred that also. You can see the examples from that tutorials also and you can solve. Okay, because there are some examples and these examples were asked in examination. Okay, so such types of examples we have already taken, but for practice you can refer that also. Okay. Okay, so for today we'll stop here and in next lecture we'll start our second chapter. Okay, thank you all.